people read a paper on a daily basis? How many of those people throw it in the trash can when they are done? How many people drink some sort of bottled drink throughout the day? And how many of those people throw it in the trash can when they are done? There lies the problem. Too many people do not recycle, and it is slowly killing this earth that we call home. When you're at your house or apartment or dorm, do you take your trash and just throw it on the floor when you are finished? Well, that is essentially what we are doing when we choose not to recycle. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, the average person generates 4.5 pounds of trash every day, which equates to about 1.5 tons of solid waste per year. U.S. Americans throw away 25 million plastic beverage bottles every hour. 25 million of these in an hour. That's just crazy. The amount of wood and paper we throw away each year is enough to heat 50 million homes for 20 years. Unless Americans take a more responsible role in recycling today, we are all going to be dead tomorrow. So, sort your trash. It is easy to recycle most household products, and it will only take a little of your time. Recycling is an easy way to help save the resources in our country and prevent pollution from occurring. I became interested in recycling from my 5th grade teacher. We recycled as a class and put bins in all of the classrooms in our school. And that way the teachers could put their recyclables in it. At the end of every week, we would collect the recyclables and then take them to our local recycling center. Ever since then, my family has recycled. We have noticed that compared to beforehand, we have about a third less trash than we had before, just by recycling. We also volunteer at the local recycling center once a month. Why do we do that? Because it's good for our environment. Today, I'll bring you to the forefront of the problem that we face with trash buildup on our earth and what we can do to help. Do you recognize this symbol? Well, this is the recycling symbol. If you see this on something, that means you can recycle it. But do you know what these 3 arrows mean? Well, they stand for the 3 R's. The 3 R's are reuse, reduce, and recycle. According to the National Geographic, this slogan reminds customers of the actions they can take to minimize the burdens that their waste creates. Reducing waste, reusing waste when possible, and recycling waste into goods for tomorrow. There's the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle is the mantra we often hear every time there's a discussion about recycling. Reducing waste not only means to reduce the volume of waste that goes into the landfills, but it also means decreasing the amount of dangerous chemicals that seep into the soil and pollute the air to improper waste disposal. Reuse is basically extending the usage of most of the items we have in the house by reusing or donating these items to others in a free recycle group. To complete the cycle, we must do it as part of our lifestyle to purchase and use products made from recycled materials. Now, do you know what those 3 words have in common? Well, what they have in common is re. Each word has re. Reuse, reduce, and recycle. Although it may seem to you that everyone recycles, we don't. People feel it is time-consuming and a hassle. However, it is actually very easy and has many benefits. One benefit is for your financial income. There are a lot of things lying around the house that we no longer want or need, that might just end up in a dump somewhere, that we can recycle and actually earn money from. An example from this is an ink cartridge, even a phone or a PDA. All of these can be recycled for money. Recycling also helps conserve limited resources. Throwing away a single aluminum can versus recycling it is like pouring 6 ounces of gasoline. Last year, Americans recycled enough aluminum cans to conserve the energy equivalent of more than 15 million barrels of oil. Can you imagine if more people recycled what that number would be like? Recycling can also create jobs. Burning 10,000 tons of waste creates 1 job. Landfilling 10,000 tons of waste creates 6 jobs. But recycling 10,000 tons of waste creates 36 jobs. Recycling can also help build a strong economy, which is what we definitely need. Recycling has a huge impact in our economy in terms of jobs, energy cost reduction, and resource conservation. So I ask you to go home and make some bins and sort your trash. Look for this symbol, and you know it can be recycled. Sort them in some bins. Don't just throw your bottle away next time. Find out where your nearest recycling center is, or find out if there is another way to dispose of your recyclables. Every little bit will help the environment now and in the future. Don't just do it yourself, but tell your family and friends. This speech isn't going to change the way the world works, but one person recycling can help save the world a little bit more. Now, do you want an easy way to help the environment? Well, all you need to do is purchase a bag like this. According to the Clean Air Council, every year, Americans use approximately 1 billion shopping bags, creating 300,000 tons of landfill waste. Many stores use these to put your groceries in. So why not start using the reusable grocery bags like this one? It might cost you a little bit more at the beginning, but in the end, it will be worth it for you and the environment. It seems that recycling is becoming the wave of the future. It is so easy to recycle household goods and takes so little time. Remember, we've reached the 21st century. Recycling isn't just for hippies. It is for everyone who is interested in living in a clean environment. So why not recycle? You can create jobs, you can be energy efficient, get money, and most of all, conserve limited resources. So remember, look for this symbol. Look for this symbol and remember the 3 R's: reuse, reduce, and recycle.